Good evening, class. This is Brittany Whitaker. I am here this evening to talk to you about Chapter 7 and 8 of our studies. In Chapter 7, I appreciated that it brought about the resources, it talked about the resources that are given to us on a day-to-day basis and the ones that we often overlook, such as the library. In the library, of course, we know we have the different resources such as encyclopedias, dictionaries, biographies, different things as such. And I think the way that today's society is going, we kind of steer away from that more and more. How many of us can actually say we have a library card and actually still use it? So I love that it talked very detailed about the resources that we are using and taking a hold of as we are trying to research whatever topic it may be that our public speaking may be about. Also, it mentioned newspapers and the internet, of course. We have the internet, and that is something that we rely on a lot now today. Newspapers, I couldn't even tell you how many times I have picked up a newspaper, if I have at all. And I think we just overlook those resources, as I said in the beginning. We also talked about in Chapter 7 interviews. I love that it gave the example of interviews, whether you're giving the interview or whether you're receiving it on the other end of the spectrum. I love that it talked about how to be organized about it. Certainly when you are giving an interview to someone else, just the note-taking that you are doing, and when you're receiving the interview, being sure to hear and slow down and present yourself accordingly. In Chapter 8, I love that they talked about statistics, which brings me back to the internet in Chapter 7. The statistics that we present, we need to make sure that they are reliable sources. The internet always can steer us wrong, and we have to be very certain of that. And Chapter 8 pretty much summed up a lot of that. Just making sure that we are being able to explain our reliable source and use the statistics in a great way and make sure that they are reliable, explainable, being able to identify our statistic for what it is. And so these are the things that I learned in Chapter 7 and 8. I hope you all have a great evening.